morning. Yesterday again, US market was soft and declined marginally. But today morning, Asian markets are seeing some larger decline. A few of the markets are down over 2%, mainly on account of the news that there were some attack on the nuclear power plant of Ukraine by the Russia, and the nuclear power plant has caught fire, and this has created additional uncertainty about this war, and can tilt towards nuclear explosion or something. So that is again creating some bigger risk off in the market, and as such, even the Dow futures are also down accordingly. So over a period, it is not giving any indication when the things are likely to end, and the process is still continuing. Apart from that, if you see the commodities, we saw some corrections in the oil prices, mainly on account of the news that there could be some deal with Iran on nuclear treaty, wherein the additional supply of oil can come into market if the deal goes through. So additional 1 million barrel supply can come from there. So that has cooled off the oil prices marginally. Yesterday it was somewhere around $116, and today it has come down to $112. In between, yesterday it went up to as high as $120 as well. So the decline in oil prices is also putting some pressure on the coal. The international coal, African coal prices, which are yesterday went up to as high as $425, has cooled off to $355 today, and day before yesterday it was at around $300. So there are some knee-jerk and extraordinary reactions which are happening in the coal prices, which are the usual prices of these coals were at around $80. And before this crisis also, it was somewhere around $135, $140. So some knee-jerk reaction happening on account of uncertainty. So that has cooled off marginally and can have similar impact on the equity of those related companies. Aluminum was more of a flattish or marginally up, and copper is also the situation same. Iron ore is up by around 2.5%, and steel is also flat. So we are seeing some after 2-3 days of consistent up move, some cool off happening in the commodities. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday we already mentioned that Nifty trading within the range zone, that is 16,400, 16,700. Yesterday, Nifty managed to sustain this level, but today, after global cues, Nifty open a gap down to below the important support zone. Then we expect some pressure in market. Downside next important support zone for Nifty is 16,200 and 16,000 at downside. So if Nifty manage 16,200, then range will be the 16,500 and 16,200 is 1 to 2 trading session. But it break that level, then we expect further selling pressure towards 16,000 and below 16,000. Maybe you can see 15,900 and 940 at downside. Bank Nifty also yesterday break important support zone, that is 35,000 and below the close below that important level. So we expect pressure in Bank Nifty also. Next important support place around 34,650. If Bank Nifty break that level, then we expect further selling pressure towards 34,180, 33,700 at downside. Upside 35,400 is a immediate resistance for Bank Nifty. If Bank Nifty manage to close above that level, then we expect further move in upside towards 35,700, 35,800 in upside. Nifty Finance also break the important support zone. Yesterday we already mentioned that 16,100 is an important support zone for Nifty Finance, and yesterday closed below that important support zone. So we expect Nifty Finance also looks weak at current level, and downside important support place around 16,000, 15,900, and resistant place around 16,200 in upside. In stock specific, Tata Consumer and Tata Motors looks weak. Tata Motors close below the important support zone, that is 440 level, and close below that level. So we expect further selling pressure towards to 420, 410 at downside. Tata Consumer also looks weak at current level. Below next important support zone for Tata Consumer is 680 and 678 at downside. When we break that level, then it will come towards 670 and 660 at downside. Axis Banks also looks weak at current level. Yesterday, important support zone is Axis Bank is 730 to 730. If Axis Bank break that level 730, then next important support zone place around 710, and resistance place around upside 745 in Axis Bank. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. Good morning, everyone. So, as I mentioned in yesterday's trading session, that heavy call writers are getting witnessed at the nearest ATM strikes. So, as per yesterday's weekly session, we have seen that around 16,500 to 16,800 strike, the call writer positions are continuously getting added up. While on the downside, on the monthly basis, we are seeing that at 16,000. 300 to 16,000 strike, there has been a strong support of the put writer position. So currently still the market is in the range bound zone. But as you are witnessing that from the higher end, we are witnessing a selling pressure continuously. So till the point of time Nifty is not going above 16,700 level, till that point of time we might witness some sell off on the downside. So currently for the coming trading session, the support for the Nifty would be 16,000. Once if Nifty goes below 16,000, then we might witness some sell-off to get increased from that level. While on the stock specific, we are seeing that cement and banking counters, these two sectors looks positive, negative. So from that we expect Grasim, Bandhan Bank, HDFC Bank, these three counter looks negative on. For next 2 to 3 trading sessions. But on the monthly report, we mentioned two strategies. One was on national aluminum, and second one was on Nifty. On national aluminum, we are seeing that the strategy has almost doubled the profit. So currently, we can book profit in the national aluminum, while we mentioned short strangle on Nifty. That is also giving a profit of more than 150 points. So more profit can book in Nifty also. That's it from the derivative front. Thank you.
Good morning. Yesterday we met the management of DCB Bank. As the bank is predominantly exposed to self-employed customers, the asset quality got impacted during COVID, both the waves 1 and 2. With a smaller unorganized set of customers being more impacted. So we feel the worst is behind now, and incrementally slippages and credit cost will decline to pre-COVID levels over the course of next 2 to 3 quarters. And once that happens, we expect the DCB will post around 1% ROA in second half of next year. Bank also indicated that they will accelerate loan growth and try to grow at around 5% above the system loan growth. Hence, it is possible that the loans for the bank can grow at around 14-15% in coming quarters from around 10% currently. The stock is currently available cheap at just 0.5 times trailing price to book, which we feel is attractive if one has a time horizon of 1 to 2 years, and the stock has potential to re-rate to more than 1 time. In other news, KEC International has won new orders worth 1,100 crores across various businesses, so it can be positive for the stock. Mahindra and Mahindra Financial February month update is out. The disbursements continue to be strong at 2,700 crores for February against 2,300 crores in January month. On a year-on-year basis, the February month posted 44% growth. Collection efficiency is at 98%, same as last year February month. But if we compare to January, collection efficiency was 96% last month, so some improvement there. And company also witnessed a stage 2 and stage 3 improvement in both these segments. Company maintains that the net NPA will reduce to less than 4% by the end of the year. So overall, stock is down, but on a business front, performance remains good. So we are positive here. And lastly, Yes Bank is in talks with PE investors to raise the growth capital to further bolster its balance sheet. Bank has been trying to raise capital since few months, but it has been unsuccessful. Now there are some reports in media that Carlyle is considering investing around 4,000 odd crores in Yes Bank, along with Advent International. Both the private equity players are quite famous from investing perspective. So both Ps are planning to each own around 10% with board representation. If this were to fructify, then this will be positive for Yes Bank. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Wockhardt has announced that it is issuing rights issue to raise around 748 crores funds. The rights issue would be offered in the ratio of 3 rights for every 10 shares held in the company, and it would be done at the price of 225 per share. The company is raising funds to do their capex and to fund their R&D expenses, and also to repay the high cost debt. So in the long run, it could be positive for the company, but as such, we are not very positive on Wockhardt. So we won't recommend this in subscribing for this. Thank you.
There is one more news on North American Class 8 truck for February month. So the Class 8 truck orders are at 21,100. This is the second consecutive month where run rate is at around 21,000 levels. Last year, same period, February last year, the run rate was around 44,000 units. So a steep decline from that levels, and there doesn't seem to be any improvement in the near term. So this is negative for Bharat Forge and Ramkrishna Forgings. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from that, the Vodafone has said that they will be raising around 4,500 crore of rupees from the promoter at the price of 13.3. Part of this from money raise is from the sale of Indus Tower holding by Vodafone PLC to Bharti Enterprises few days back. The condition was that Vodafone will infuse that money into the Vodafone Idea, and then the due of the Indus Tower from Vodafone Idea will be paid from that money. So that was somewhere around 2,500 crore, and additional around 2,000 crore is been infused by Aditya Birla Group. So yeah, marginal money has come, and some dues are getting paid off. So marginal positive, nothing so great. The money infusion should have been very large, so that to support and revive the company, this will not move the needle much for Vodafone. So overall, marginal positive for Vodafone Idea. Anything else, or should we close the call? Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.